Feeling peckish? Don't know what to cook? Then you've come to the right spot. With old mate and the other half. It's food time here at Old Mate's Non-Tech channel.
Hey, how are we? Continuing with It's Food Time here at Old Mate's Non-Tech channel, the other half's birthday roast part 2. And we've got to do two things in this video. I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing and a project that we've got to do before we do any of this. Alright, so I've just got back from dropping the other half at work and going shopping to get some stuff. Now, this is what I bought. Now, I bought this last week. It's been in the freezer. I took it out and put it in the fridge yesterday arvo, and then took it out of the fridge early doors this morning so it'll come up to room temperature. This is a beef brisket rolled leg, basically. It is 1.2 kilos. Alright, and I'll put the imperial measurements down there. And I paid $20.50 Australian for it last week. It was on special. Brisket isn't as thought highly here in Australia as other parts like the US or anything like that. This is a cheaper cut of meat sometimes, but it's absolutely beautiful, and we're going to be slow roasting it. So that's what I got last week. What I've got today is we have some of these Spud Light 25% less carbs baby potatoes. We're going to be roasting them. And when we roast them, we're going to be putting on this Master Foods garlic and herb seasoning stuff. On the meat, whoops, this is just some Woolworths branded rosemary and basil. Absolutely beautiful on meat. And then for the cauliflower, I've got some cheese sauce here, which will cook the cauliflower and the cheese sauce as one. Alright, so there's what we've got to do tonight. And also I do have somewhere some beef stock cubes to put in for the gravy. Okay, so that's what we've got to cook. But before we cook any of this or prep any of this, there's another job we've got to do. You see, the kitchen looks like a great, there's the main channel's mascot, looks like a great big mess bomb has exploded nuclear style. This won't do. Alright, I want to do this for two reasons. Alright, number one, I want to clean it up so we can get the dinner ready. That's the first thing. Okay. Second thing is I want the other half to come home to a nice clean kitchen. Now, look, part of the reason it looks like a massive nuclear mess bomb has gone off and effectively nuked the entire kitchen is a combination of both her and me. The majority of the problem is me. I get lazy and forget to clean up, and partially the problem is the other half. But look, guys, the fact that the poor girl busts her fucking ass every day of the week, or 6 days a week, right? She only gets 1 day off, right? But every day she busts her bloody gut. So the nicest thing I can do for her birthday today is clean up the kitchen. Alright, you can see here it literally looks like a mess bomb's gone off. Oh, before we continue, I also have bought dessert too. The other half and I quite like these. These look like, you know, drumsticks, but they're the Coles branded ones, and they actually taste 10 times better too. It's amazing. Some supermarket stuff really tastes good. Some of it tastes horrific. So, we've got to clean this kitchen up before we even get to getting all this ready. Okay. So, where to start, I guess. See, the idea with this is, and I'll explain this when we prep it, the Savo, I want to cook this at about 130 to 140 for around 5-ish hours, probably 130 degrees Celsius for 5 hours, allowing also, if my memory's right, and I could be wrong here, I'm trying to do this from memory, but also having looked way back some 15 years ago where the recipe's online to try and find it, I think I need to leave this cook for 5 hours, and then let stand. I think it was for 10 minutes. But instead of doing it as a pot roast, I'm actually going to use our good roasting tray, which as you can see is full of crap. I've got to get the dishwasher packed as well, so a lot of that can go in the dishwasher. That'll clean it up. So I'm going to do this as a fully fledged 5-hour roast at about 130 Celsius, and then I've got to let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes. The thing with beef brisket is you can have it medium rare, rare-ish. Alright, I don't like overcooked. I don't like medium well. I don't like well. Medium rare to medium is how I tend to have this, and that can be classed beef, it can be classed lamb, it can be whatever. Any red meat, steaks as well, medium rare, medium is how I tend to cook them. Alright, so this will be going in for about 5 hours at about 130 odd Celsius. Alright, it might take a little longer, we'll have to see how we go, because we know that thing's not exactly accurate. So, what I'll do is I'll put this bit of the video together, upload this, and then I'll start making, in the process, the cleaning up of everything. And I reckon, you see it is currently 10:30 Thursday morning. Alright? I reckon this will take me about an hour to get all this done, and that's also Tetris pack the dishwasher, get that on, then get the dishes all done, alright, and then around about, I'll preheat the oven for at least 3/4 of an hour so that when I go to put the meat in, it's at temperature. Fingers crossed. Alright, I'll put this video together, upload it, and then we'll come back and start cleaning up the kitchen. Alright, see you shortly.